made it out of Charlie, on the route now, started the route, and having a bit of rain. First rain apparently in 5 days, they were saying in Charlie. Had a bit of a frightening moment. Thought I couldn't get any gas, but one shop sold it, so all is well. So yeah, hopefully this rain comes and clears up a bit, but I don't know, not looking promising at all really. As I was making my way out of Charlie, I stopped at a small village to get some supplies. That's me! Okay, made it on the Kerry Camino. Honesty box for Kerry Camino gifts. It's got a variety of different objects. The crosswind was strong, very strong. There were a variety of mountain springs to walk across along the way. Made it about halfway down this track. It's just so windy, so windy. I finally got a place where there's not as much wind. I've come all the way from. It's just, yeah, so wet. But we're halfway away from the camp, down the bottom of the mountain, and yeah, 5.8 miles away from Charlie now. So we've made some good progress. Came across a few ancient ruins along the trail. I don't fit through the door. For the last 4 miles of the trail, joined a family from the States. There's a sheep. Just there, there's a sheep right there in the river. I stopped in camp at a pub, just what I needed. Drip drying all of my gear. Decided to book a hostel tonight because I was soaked through, so I thought it'd be better to just dry off for the night. Gonna head to town to see what the live music scene's like in Dingle. So yeah, see how that goes.
So study, maybe you can study or something like that.
If you go out of here, take you.
So the next morning, I stayed in the hostel last night. Managed to actually have some dry today in the morning, so got the drone up, which is nice. Nice to get some actual footage when it's not raining, because it's just been raining, and it's going to rain for the rest of today. So I'm sure there'll be a lot of wet GoPro footage again, but it's so nice around here. The scenery is just amazing, and the people are so nice as well. In the hostel there's so many really friendly people, so all is well. So just checked out the hostel, and now I'm on my merry way. Just hostel there. I don't have a lift, so I'm probably going to have to hitchhike because I want to go up to Mount Brandon. and do a Mount Brandon loop. But yeah, currently I have no way of getting there, so we'll see how this goes. But it's still not raining, so I want to make use of nice weather for once, because there's not much of it these days around here. Throughout the trip I kept up with my daily diary. It's nice to note down the small things in life. Been trying to hitchhike for about 30-40 minutes now, no luck. I think there's more luck in Scotland when we've been in the past. Ireland, clearly not as many people wanting to give a random red man a lift, which is probably fair enough, but it's not helping my case at all. So yeah, keep waiting until someone does, hopefully. Still no lift, continuing to walk down now. I'm not sure how many miles it is to the place, but I don't think it's too many. I don't think nothing more than 5 miles, which will just be an extra added on to the overall day. But it should be okay. I'm hoping I'll be able to get a lift back, otherwise I'm in trouble, but it should be fine. Managed to make it to the bottom of Mount Brandon. You managed to get the lift in the end, so very grateful for that. Saved me, it must have been 5 miles. It's quite a long journey. It was a lovely lady who lived locally, and she said she don't know why she stopped, but it's just an impulse. So yeah, very happy about that. But I'm heading up there. It's not looking like there's going to be much visibility. Hopefully the rain holds off till later, but I mean, I can't complain. So far it's been dry. Very happy about that. But yeah, I mean, it's beautiful when you can actually see the scenery. Heading into the clouds. Hopefully it's not going to start raining and the weather won't pass over us, and yeah, and then we'll loop back round and down. Approaching the final summit now. Not too far. It's getting quite steep, but not too bad. At the bottom of the mountain, I had met up with a guy called Sam, who had been staying in the same hostel as me last night. It was nice to have company climbing up the mountain. Final push now to the cross. You can see the peak just up there in the clouds, a bit like the 3 witches on the heath. Well done, mate. Pleasure.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Made it to the top and absolutely knackered. No view either. So
You all come up from the other way?
very cloudy. We are very much in the clouds. On the way down now, and it's quite a lot of a better path. It's not as steep, and there's some really nice coastal views. It's quite a cliff face though on the other side. It's very abrupt. You are literally on the path here, and then it's straight down there. But it should be a quicker descent than it was an ascent, so I should be able to get around to the car park in good time. At the top of the mountain, I spoke to a lady called Sarah. We exchanged details as she was going back to Dingle and is going back down the way that I came up. I was going the longer route round, so it was a bit of a race down to the bottom of the mountain. got no wiring, and then it just goes straight off the cliff down there. Bog. We have found bog. Oh no. I'm actually like so shocked. I'm just coming down from the mountain now, and it is it's actually complete silence. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's no noise. It's really, really peaceful. I'm just sat literally like right by the trail, and it's just lovely. I don't think I've ever experienced something quite like this. The trails are very quiet. You see a person every 40 minutes, but having this is just wow. True beauty in nature. Made it down the mountain now. I'm going to a local pub, to meet up with a lady called Sarah, who I met actually up the mountain, and she offered a lift, so that was very kind of her. So just going to head to a pub, which is about under a mile away, and then from there be able to get a lift back up to Dingle. So it'd be great, because it was quite a tough climb, especially with the pack on. So good to be back in. It'll be good to be back in Dingle for sure. I met Damien and Hannah along the way to the pub. They were staying there that night. Some more company on the trails.
Well, I don't know.
What, raining from 6?
Yeah, it's starting to brew. It'll start tipping it down probably. Perfect timing, really.
Exactly, yeah.
Made it into the hostel. Got a lift from Sarah for the hitchhike from a pub up by the mountain that I was at, and they dropped me straight to the door, so very thankful. Now I'm all showered and ready for the evening.
I start a TikTok? Do I start a travel vlog? What is going to get me money?
Grub. Sorry. In the hostel, I met Barney from Ireland and Emily from Australia. I thought it'd be a good idea to go to a local pub. And another.
No, you're right.
Another. Another.
Absolute elation. Vibes.
And well, another. I wasn't feeling too good. Let's just say I can't keep up with the Irish. Breakfast is served. Made it to trolley, feeling awful. Had way too much last night. On death's door right now. Do not feel good at all. But waiting for another hour, and then I've got a bus to Killarney, where I'm staying tonight. In a hostel that everyone said that I've heard about is not very good. I've not heard one good thing about this hostel, so can't wait. Made it into Killarney. I think I'm just going to walk around for a bit, just see what it's about, and then maybe hit a trail, but it's raining, it's not the best weather, so I don't know, we'll just have to bet by ear. The baller sub, just what the doctor ordered. Along the way to the trail, there are a lot of horse-drawn carriages taking tourists from A to B. No update. Made it onto Ross Island, and I've just sort of been taking it slow, just taking it in. It's been sort of raining on and off, but light showers, so nothing bad. I just had an injury whilst flying the drone, so I had to do some small little makeshift surgery on myself, and realised that my left hand just doesn't work. Trying to make a bandage was not very good at all. Ross's Island was beautiful. I was just taking time to take it all in. Just heading to the accommodation back now, coming off Ross Island. It's been amazing, just sort of taking in every single bit of it. It's just beautiful. From the deer to the history, there's history in mining on the island, and just the scenery around it is beautiful. So I'm very glad I visited. Slight change of plan. I ended up receiving an email about 3 hours ago, which I got sent yesterday, and it basically said that the accommodation in the hostel in, or the town I'm in, got cancelled. So I was sort of panicking, and then I looked at the local map for campsites, and there was one about 0.8 miles from me. So trekked here, and I mean, I'm the only tent in the field, so yeah, it's the first night and the last in the tent this trip, but feels good to be in the tent. I don't think it'd feel like a complete camping trip without. So yeah, it's a very, very nice camping site. Made it out of the camp and just headed to the local gas station for some food. They had like a nice deli counter, so I got a bacon roll there. But the sun's actually out today, so should be good hikes. Most of the route was gravel, so it was easy miles. I kept stopping at the coastal gaps in the path to take it all in. Quick update, just had quite the experience, quite a panic. I was flying the drone just over here by a bridge, and the wind just swept it and it just went flying into this tree line. So I spent the last probably 30 minutes, 40 minutes trying to find the drone in a tree using the footage that I was filming mixed with its navigation tool. I managed to find it. Well, actually I didn't find it, some people helped me find it and they had binoculars, so they managed to find the red light flashing in the tree. Here it is, but panic over. Just walked around the lake, well most of it, and then I'm going to be heading to the bus stop, which is just up the way here on this footpath, and then back to Killarney, and then from Killarney to Cork. On the way back to the car park, I was taken back to the waterfalls. I had fun playing on the world's slimiest rocks. Managed to get a lift with an American couple that I spoke to in the car park of the hike I was on. And now just had some food in Killarney, and now I'm off to the bus. Made it to Cork, now to the hostel. In the evening the rugby was on, Ireland were playing. I had to watch, so I took myself down to the local school.
It's a good team. It's going to be very, very physical.
The game was quality. I had a great company of Adam and Katie from Texas, and Chris, who was more local. Ireland won. No update. Nope. Fed up. Fed up. Just had some food.